Manchester City in the Carabao Cup Final on the 22nd of March 2026. This is going to be one of the biggest finals in English football history. You want to know why? Stay tuned for more. This is the Arsenal Pulse, and let's dive deep into the Arsenal vs Manchester City Carabao Cup Final. So this is the third time that Manchester City and Arsenal are going to, this is the second time of the 3 times that Arsenal and Manchester City are going to be facing each other this season. And first and foremost, let's look at the last final where Arsenal and Manchester City met each other at Wembley in the Carabao Cup Final.
There's Aguero right through the middle. Past the Ravi. Aubameyang from close range. Also trying to steer it in. Maybe number 200. Slip across.
Yeah. So this was in 2018 where we met Manchester City at Wembley, and we lost this game. So you can see clearly that this time it was Wenger who was in charge of Arsenal, and Pep Guardiola was still in charge of Manchester City. So it was a very tense game, and Manchester City managed to beat us in the final. So that was the second goal by Company, the captain. And you can see we are very old because now Company is a coach at Bayern Munich, and that was the 3-0 scoreline. So Manchester City managed to beat us 3-0 in the last final. Now let's take a look at the last time Arsenal and Manchester City faced each other at Wembley in the Community Shield. So this was another game whereby we faced each other. This time round it was Arteta was on the touchline, and Guardiola was still at City. Goal by Cole Palmer. Yeah, and it looked like we are still going to lose, but we managed to salvage a draw here and go to penalties. Equalizer by Trossard, and then we managed to take the game to penalties. Yeah. Penalties is usually 50-50 for both teams, so you can see luck was on our side that day. Vieira managed to win it for us. So you can see those were the 2 last times that we faced Manchester City in the Carabao Cup Final, and this time round it's going to be even bigger because this is going to be the top 2 teams in England which are going to face each other, and this could be potentially a title decider psychologically, because whoever wins this game will have the upper hand. Yes, Arsenal are 9 points clear at the top of the table. Manchester City have been knocked out of the Champions League, and also they look like they have thrown in the towel in the title race. But this is a game in which also if Man City can win this game, they can still be back with the confidence and the momentum to say, if we can beat this Arsenal team, let us go for the Premier League as well. So let's check the head-to-head and previous games. So you can see Arsenal are back off a 2-0 win versus Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League, securing a place in the quarter-finals where they are going to meet Sporting Lisbon. And then that was previously the game Arsenal won 2-0 that made us go 9 points clear at the top of the table. So far so good. Arsenal form is looking good. They have won the last 4 out of 5 games, with the only draw coming in Leverkusen away in the Champions League. So if you look at Manchester City, they lost to Real Madrid and they were knocked out of the Champions League for the 2nd season in a row by Real Madrid. And then they drew 1-1 to West Ham, which was a big blow to their title hopes as well. In the last previous meeting between Arsenal and Manchester City, we drew 1-1 at the Emirates Stadium, and then the last time we faced Manchester City last season, we managed to beat them 5-1, and then we drew at the Etihad last season. So in terms of this game, this is going to be a one-off game, and if you look at the odds for this game, the odds are very close because one thing about Manchester City, you cannot write them off. And the reason why you cannot write Manchester City off is because they have Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is a serial winner. He's somebody who knows how to win trophies. So for Arsenal, the reason we reached this final is because we were able to beat Chelsea in the two-leg semi-final, aggregate of 4-2, meaning that this was our first final since August 2020, in which Arteta managed to beat Chelsea to win the FA Cup. And this is the only trophy which Arteta has won so far. So he'll be looking to add more trophies to his portfolio or CV as well. Then for Manchester City, as we said, the last time they met us in this final, they won 3-0. Then they went on to win other Carabao Cup trophies. So Pep Guardiola has managed to win 4 Carabao Cup trophies on the bounce, and he's looking to add a 5th Carabao Cup trophy to his CV as well. So for this game, the key battle will be, of course, Arsenal have the best defense in the league and maybe in Europe, and Manchester City have one of the best attacks in the league. Of course, they have Haaland, who is one of the best strikers in the world. And as you can see, for the odds, there are people who are backing Arsenal to win this game based on the form that Arsenal have been in recent weeks, when they managed to beat Bayer Leverkusen convincingly in the Champions League and keep their hopes of the quadruple alive. So being in 4 competitions, having the momentum, winning every single game is a huge boost for Arsenal. So Arsenal are going to this game as the favorites. They are top of the league, 9 points clear. They are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and as well they are in the FA Cup. So momentum is on Arsenal's side. For City, this is a must-win trophy so that they can manage to salvage their season. For them, it's looking like the Premier League is out of reach, and also it looks like the Champions League is out of reach after they are knocked out by Real Madrid. So for City, they managed to reach the final by beating last season's winners, Newcastle. And Newcastle have been beaten thoroughly this season. Barcelona beat them 7-2. City beat them 5-1. They have been receiving beating after beating. And that is something that Newcastle have suffered this season. So for Pep Guardiola, he'll be looking to win another trophy and add to his huge collection of Manchester City trophies, which is at least, I think he has won around 16 to 18 trophies since he has been at Manchester City for 10 years. Arteta, meanwhile, is looking to bring the first trophy to the Emirates since 2020. So those are 6 years Arsenal have been on a trophy drought. So he's looking to end the 6-year trophy drought and bring the cup home. So these are the fixtures that we faced each other. And if you look at the last time Arteta beat Pep Guardiola, it was the last season. He has managed 4 wins over Pep in the 15 times they have met. Pep Guardiola has managed to beat him 8 times, and they have managed to draw 3 games at that. So for this game, the only this is the first this Arsenal looking to win this Carabao Cup for the first time since 1992-1993 season, where they won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup in a league double. So for those of you who love history, in that season, Arsenal finished 11th in the table, but they managed to win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, which was very funny because finishing 11th means you are actually quite average. But for that season, Arsenal managed to win the cup double. And that time, the cup double was a huge thing. So Arsenal will be looking to remove that monkey off the back of not having a trophy. Rivals were Chelsea, Manchester City, nini wamekuwa kituambia we don't have trophies. nasema hii timu yenu ni kali, where the trophies. So this is another chance to prove that we can win silverware. And regarding team news, Guardiola has confirmed that number 2 choice goalkeeper James Trafford will be the one who is starting. So they have the best goalkeeper in the world in Donnarumma, but he is going to start with James Trafford, who was exceptional in the semi-final against Newcastle as well. So, of course, Gianluigi Donnarumma is world class and is one of the best, but James Trafford has been entrusted by Pep to be the keeper for this final. And on the side of Arsenal, I believe Arteta is going to start with the keeper, who has been the cup goalkeeper this season. He has played in the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, while Raya has been playing in the Champions League and the Premier League. So you can see that Arsenal have 2 very experienced goalkeepers as well. So for James Trafford, it will be a huge game, and also Haaland is expected to be fit for that game. So for me, this is a very important trophy because the first trophy of the season usually very monumental. For Arsenal, I can say this trophy can give us the boost that we need, and then this will be the first time that this team they have won something together. The likes of Rice, Havertz, Gyökeres, Eze, they have never won a trophy together since they have been at Arsenal. So this is a chance for this team to win silverware as a collective. They have been winning trophies where they came from, but when they came to Arsenal, they have not yet won trophies. So it is important for us to get this over the line so that there can be a bit of respect that yes, you are saying that you are one of the best teams in Europe and England. Okay, where is the trophies? Show us the trophies. You see, so this for me is one of a major trophy that we need to win for the fans especially. We have been bantered and trolled for over 6 years. Trophyless. Where are the trophies? Now this is a chance to shut up all the critics. Looking at Pep Guardiola as well, he need that trophy because as far as things are going, he's out of the Premier League title race. Those 2 draws against West Ham and Man City have really damaged Manchester City's hopes because they could have kept the cup at 2 points and it's no longer in Manchester City's hands. So this Premier League title is in Arsenal's hand unless Arsenal do something stupid and just throw it away, but it's looking unlikely this season. And as well, Pep knows that Manchester City will not win all the remaining games. So Pep, this is the only trophy that he can really fight for this season and ensure that he goes for it. So this is going to be a very interesting game, and it is going to be something a game that also psychologically it is going to have an effect in the title race as well. Because if you look at the upcoming games for Arsenal and City, okay, so for context, this is the last game before the international break, and as you can see, this is going to be this is the last game before the international break, as I said. So whoever wins this game is going to go into the international break as the happier side or the more confident side when we come back for the next episode of the league. So my point was that this is the okay, we'll be facing then Manchester City at the Etihad. So you see, whoever wins this game will have an upper hand also in the game at the Etihad. Will have the psychological boost. And as you know, football is a psychological game. It's a mental sport. It's like boxing. When I throw the first hard punch, usually I become the favorite. I become like I have the momentum with me. You see, so who will score the first blow? We are yet to see that as well. So for the game at the Etihad, Arsenal, I think, will need to go into this game having already beaten Manchester City and show that they are serious as well. So for regarding Pep Guardiola, he has labeled Arsenal an exceptional team, and that is just respect for what Mikel Arteta and Arsenal have done this season. Only losing 3 games, they are alone in 4 competitions, fighting for every trophy. It's an exceptional job. The players have been really, really fantastic and on their game. So for me, my prediction, I'm going to go with 2-1 to the Arsenal. I believe we are going to win this game. I believe we need this trophy more. I believe we are better than Man City. And I believe that we are going to revenge the 2018 Cup Final and remove the dry spell that we have currently of trophies. So I hope we go into the international break as League Cup champions and for the first time in a long time called champions. So this is going to be an exciting game and I'm really looking forward to it. So as you can see in this game, this City team was actually fantastic as well, and it managed to cause us serious problems as well. We had good players, Obama and Ozil. They had Aguero, they had Sane, Silva, but if you look De Bruyne, so Manchester City had a lot of quality in their team as well. So, but this is a different City side. They have signed new players as well. And if you look at Arsenal, we are the ones who are looking as the favorites for this game, since we have the better squad, we have a good squad depth, we have players who have been playing together for a long time. So for me, I'm going to end this up. If you're new to the Arsenal Pulse, subscribe, share, and follow content. Really appreciate you. On 100 subscribers, I'm looking forward to giving you more content, tactical analysis, watch alongs, and let's stay tuned on all the best. Happy Eid al-Fitr to all our Muslim Ghanas, and enjoy the weekend as well. See you in the next